sent 3 videos.
We're live.
Even I showed up.
Right?
I know.
So nobody else has any excuse. One of the most wayward children showed up for this.
We'll give a couple minutes, see if we get any other takers.
Is it 5:30 yet?
Almost. Well, it's past 5:30, but you know, it's like 5:30 and people are gonna filter in. I don't want to people to miss the important information.
Oh, I just flipped it
So
accidentally.
if you guys will have to play with your own individual apps because I don't use like Zoom on the phone or on like Android or iPhone or anything. But if you're doing Zoom, use a chat feature. I know there's a chat feature in Facebook Live. I don't know about Instagram Live. I think it is.
Yeah.
And so if you have a question, please just let me know. You can send it in the chat. If you're in Zoom, you can talk back as well. You know, just let's try to not all talk at once. You know, so if you have a question, feel free to send it out that way. You can send it directly to me or to everybody, and I'd be happy to answer it verbally or directly to you via text if you're more comfortable with that. So, you know, don't want to put anyone in a position where you have to, you know, be out there. So do you and your comfort level.
You want to get started? Give it 5 more minutes.
I'll give it a couple more minutes.
Ask everybody.
We got 5 people on Facebook Live.
We got 2 on Instagram.
Woo!
There we go, the whole gym.
No. We'd have like a total of 49, 48.
Yeah.
Actually, plus more.
There are more than that.
There are more than that, yeah. Hey. We got Devin.
I thought Devin wasn't available.
You know, apparently he made the time.
Sweet.
I made it.
Hey, what's up, Devin?
Nothing much. Just hanging out.
Nice. Yeah, we're getting started. People are kind of filtering in still, so I want to get them in before I did the main stuff. Obviously, everything I'm saying today is going to be available via texts and via, we're doing the Facebook Live and the Instagram Live video, and I think those will both be posted, so you can go back and review it. Plus, we're going to have simple infographics and stuff available for everybody, too. Well, I'm just going to get into it. You know, people filter in, they're going to, like I said, they'll have access to everything, you know, in post. Is that like a filmmaker thing to say?
No.
Hey, it's Jacob. All right.
Is it Big Jacob or Little Jacob?
Little Jacob.
Where the hell are you, Big Jacob?
What's up, Jacob? All right, guys. So let me get into it. I'm going to read our little statement thing.
First good news, though. What's the first good news?
Well,
Phase 2?
Yeah, I'll get there. Thank you. Yeah, guys, so as of today, Whatcom County is in phase 2 of the state's reopening plan. What does that mean? It means that we are able to operate classes. What? Oh, man, I'm so excited, actually. You know, it's been a crazy 2 months. Like, I haven't gone this long without training, since like 2009. So, you know, it's like a little nuts for me, but, you know, I hope everyone's had a decent time of it and, you know, had some fun and, you know, gotten something accomplished, hopefully. But if not, then that's okay too.
Or you got to spend time with your family.
Yeah, even that's accomplishing something, you know. So, like I said, we were able to open up again. So, officially, we're actually in phase 2 right now. Like, the state basically said this afternoon, hey, you guys are open, phase 2. So, kind of happened suddenly. We have, you know, some more work to do here at the gym. So, we're not going to be open for classes until Monday. So, Monday at 5:30, boom, is our first class. So, to that end, guys, we have to clean up the ball pit and the bouncy castle. So anyway, there will be some stipulations. That is to say, we're going to have hygiene requirements. We're going to have temperature checks at the door. I'm gonna get into all of this. So and the class size is gonna be very limited.
They're all state requirements in phase 2.
Yeah. So the state has given us a sheet of some 40 odd things that we need to make sure of. Most of which don't apply to you guys. Stuff that we have to take care of. But I'm gonna get into it right now. So this is gonna be the basic procedure for entering the gym in phase 2. So we're gonna send everyone a link via Facebook, via the student Facebook group. With a link to our scheduling page. So classes are only going to be available for current students during this time. So we're not going to be accepting people dropping in. We're not going to be having people trying out class during this time period. If someone wants to try a class, get at me and we'll arrange a one-on-one session. I'm trying to keep you guys as segregated from the general community as possible. That is to say, as much as I can control, right?
We're reducing the spread.
Right. We're trying to have as many new people coming into the gym with a group as possible.
That made no sense.
I think it makes plenty of sense. Anyway, they'll figure it out.
Okay.
So we can only have 5 students or less per class, okay, plus me, an instructor. So that's going to be part of the scheduling program. So, you'll be able to go in and say, on Monday I want to take kickboxing. On Wednesday I'm going to take grappling or whatever, right? So you can register. We ask you only schedule for yourself. Please don't schedule for multiple people, like your buddy. If people abuse that privilege, we're going to have to set it up so that where you have a registration, you can't register for other people. We're trying to keep it simple, okay? So please don't do that. It's not okay.
Well, and it messes up the number because we're only supposed to have 5 per class.
Right. So, it's important that we all kind of play by the rules here. So also don't schedule yourself to every class every day, even if that's something that you normally show up to every class every day. Because we have limited class times. We have 40 students, and there are going to be a total of 25 class openings a week for kickboxing and grappling, right? So that means that not everyone is going to come every day to every class. So it's something that's important to let other people have an opportunity to register. So just don't take up all the slots, right? Because it's just we have to play together to make this work. If you no-show, you register and don't come in without canceling, and there's a feature in the registration software that we have that allows you to cancel, ahead of time. You're going to be on a suspension, right? Because that's not cool. You take up a slot that someone else could have used and you don't show up. That's not okay. We want to make sure everyone has a chance to come in, and those slots are precious. So let's make sure we are good stewards of that opportunity.
In a week or 2, we're also going to be adding in another slot, and it's going to be for private lessons for everybody who was part of the Corona crew.
Yeah, so
select a day.
As a thank you for everyone who stood by us in this time, we're going to be doing private lessons. So I'm going to have a couple of slots open for that, which we'll use the same system for registering for. So everyone gets a private lesson from me as our appreciation. Okay, there'll be other stuff as well we're going to be announcing, including the swag. So if you didn't pick up your swag, which is most of you, you can come do that the next time you're in class. We have everything here at the gym. And by swag, some people that aren't familiar with that term, we have T-shirts and water bottles for you guys. All right, so once you get here...
Hunter's modeling one of them right now.
Yeah, ooh. So once you get here, guys, make sure or try to plan your commute so if you can to get here 5 minutes early or so, because we have to check everyone's temperature at the door. Okay.
That's one of the requirements.
Right. We have a contactless thermometer that we're going to be using. If you're over 99.8, so 100 degrees or higher in your temp, you will be asked to go home for the day. I'm sorry, it's just what it is. We encourage anyone who's running a fever, though, to seek the advice of a doctor right now. So just saying. But if you're Laura's she's gonna get it. Get a hold down. There it goes. Hey, 98.4. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, so guys, We also ask that you leave everything you don't need for class in your car. So, bring your gear, bring a water bottle. That's it, okay? We don't need, everyone to have 50 bags in here. We ask that you come dressed ready for class. We were thinking about the changing room. It's a small space. If we have, a bunch of people every day, so I can do that one little area, that's a concern. So we just want to make sure that if you come in your gear, if possible, right? I mean, obviously things happen, but please strive to be ready to when you get here, okay? When you get to the gym, form a line outside, socially distanced, of course. Before the door, and we'll bring you all through and get the temperature checks and make sure everything is good before we let you in, okay? Make sure that you read all the signage we'll be putting up about our hygiene standards and everything we're going to ask you to do. Obviously, the usual stuff. I mean, the thing about grapplers and fighters, ideally, is that all of us are pretty hygiene conscious as it is. Like, we engage in a very, high contact sort of sport. So, you shouldn't be coming here filthy anyway. Make sure you're showering, make sure you're cleaning yourself and washing your hands regularly. We all appreciate that. But if this is a new thing for you, gross, and you should have been doing that already, okay?
Hand washing too.
Right, so we ask that everyone wash their hands or use some kind of alcohol-based hand sanitizer before class and after class if you're going to be attending. Right, so if you register for both classes that day, make sure that you sanitize your hands between sessions. I think at first I'll ask that you don't register for both in one day until we see the kind of volume we're getting. And of course, as things go, if we do need to, I can look at opening up more sessions. But for now, this is what we're going to do, just to kind of see how it's going, right? Everything is, like usual, though, with this whole COVID era, everything is kind of changing all the time, right? So we anticipate that we're going to have to amend some of this and change it, okay? We ask that you guys maintain social distancing whenever possible. Obviously when you're grappling with somebody, that's the opposite of social distancing, right? But, if we're, moving around class or getting gear, don't all crowd into one little spot, take your time, space yourself out with people, we'll get everything done. It's going to be fine, right? We don't need to crush together, okay? Same thing before class, it's all try to maintain our social distance. I'll be generally, I think, pairing up partners, based on size and experience, just because ideally my plan is that we have the same partners week in, week out for every time you come in and train, so that, you're still more or less limiting your contact with the number of people, right? So that you're not rolling with 20 people in a day, you're rolling with 2 or 3 people consistently. So really, you've only expanded your bubble, is the term people are using, right? A little bit, okay? We want to be able to get back to normal as soon as possible, but we're kind of in a new normal now, at least for the time being, right? And everything's going to evolve as, kind of like we're all trying this. This is like new, gyms are opening up, everyone's trying different things. Maybe it's going to become clear that none of this matters and everything's going to be fine. That'd be awesome, but for now we have to play as safe as possible until we know otherwise. So if you're in doubt, stay home,
You feel tired that day, don't come to the gym. You feel like you have allergies, don't chance it, don't come to the gym.
Right, if you don't feel well,
you have a lingering cough, don't come to the gym.
Yeah, definitely a cough right now, don't come to the gym.
You have other underlying issues we don't want to know about, like private things, don't come to the gym.
Well, it's one of those things, guys, you all have to kind of play it safe right now. So, but if you have a fever or a cough or difficulty breathing, seek medical attention. I think it should be on everyone's radar right now. But
some people seem like they don't realize what's going on even now.
Yeah. So because if I'm just saying, guys, it's really important that we all kind of try to treat this as a precious opportunity, which I think it is. If we all play by the rules, hopefully, everything will kind of keep getting better, and then we can sooner than later get back to a world where we don't have to worry about any of this stuff. That's the main points. From our end, we're going to be sanitizing the gym top to bottom every day. we're going between classes. We have programmed in time to clean all of the surfaces, not just the mats like we always do, but like doorknobs, the bathrooms,
Well, and we were doing this before we closed. We had put, because we had
Right.
seen what was happening with COVID, we had started aggressively cleaning. So like for us, starting up again, the only difficult things that we found are having to do a schedule, limiting the classes, and taking people's temperatures. So like
Right.
we had already started those really strict cleaning regimes before.
yeah, and you know, we always have taken sanitation really like seriously.
Yeah.
So it's, I think, a smaller change for us. But you know, it's.
I love people in the gym community who are like, I'm gonna have to clean my gym, and it's like, yes, you always had to.
Well, it was always a good idea. I mean, it was never state law until now,
Yeah.
or I don't know, order. I'm not sure what it is.
We could do at the end. You can take questions about like any of the stuff we have to do, but also about technique if anybody has anything.
Yeah, I'll be getting that.
Yeah.
That was my plan.
Sorry.
It's okay. So I think that's basically it, guys. You know, that's kind of like the way it looks for now. You know, I guess I will open up questions. That's basically all the major points.
Well, we will be sending out and posting to the Facebook group the appointment webpage. It's not public, so people cannot find it on our website. It's a website I've made that's hidden. You can only find it by the link. So don't share it with people. It's just for you guys, because we want you guys to be the priority. We don't need people visiting the gym right now. Like, it would be nice to sign people up, but they can wait until we get to phase 3.
Yeah. So Thomas, same thing. You know, the schedule link is going to be going via email. If you're not receiving our emails, which if you're here, I would be surprised.
And
But-
they may be getting from the Instagram or the Facebook.
That's true. So if you are not getting our emails, let me know. Send me your email address. You know, that way you're on the list. You know, because that's I think the most comprehensive way we have of doing this. I know not everyone's on social media at all, so it's good to know. But otherwise, like, yeah, there you go, you got it. Yeah, so we'll be putting that out there, guys. But you know, the thing is pretty easy. Like, if you schedule an appointment at a massage therapist, it's pretty much exactly the same thing.
Please don't post inappropriate messages when you schedule appointments.
Oh, I mean, is it public?
What's public?
The people posting?
No, it goes to me.
Oh,
So
Send-
when I had people do the test, they wrote very inappropriate things.
send many inappropriate messages to Laura. So guys,
Also use your legal names. That was another issue. People were using fake names.
Well, you don't believe that my legal name is Bogmaster69?
I also don't believe that P. Diddy is training at this gym.
I mean, Diddy. You know, look, I am a trainer to the stars. You know, P. Diddy and Bjork train here. So yeah, guys, let me know. We'll stay on this for about another. I mean, if no one asks any questions, you know, maybe another 7 minutes.
You
But
can ask whatever you like. What color
Yeah.
underwear
and
he's
if you
wearing.
don't have questions, well, that's a secret. If you don't have any
Secrets
like,
of Costco, he could tell you all about that.
it's true.
He could tell you where the peanut butter is hidden and the cheese is.
I mean, we put the cheese out pretty much for everyone to take. That's the idea behind a grocery store.
How do you know if people does it tell you when people ask you a question in the other one? In Zoom?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So like I said, yeah, I'll open it up to you. Like, if you don't have, like, you know, I feel like it's pretty clear what it's going to be like. Masks. That's one thing. People have asked that I didn't address. So I have to wear a mask. All employees of a business have to wear them. I'm looking forward to that. Although Costco has been training me for that since I wear one 8 hours a day, doing that. You know, you guys do not have to wear a mask.
It's suggested, not required.
Yeah, it is strongly suggested by Whatcom County and the city of Bellingham that you wear a mask in all situations where social distancing is not possible, which I think grappling for sure, kickboxing, arguable. I'd have to actually measure to see how far people are away from each other in kickboxing.
Thomas is definitely good.
Yeah, Thomas and Jake work together. They might be socially distanced. So it's, I think it's up to you. It's totally up to you. If you want to wear a mask while you train, go for it.
Be aware that you might collapse.
Well, okay. Just be also, if you wear a mask and you train, pay attention to how you're doing. If you're feeling faint, if you're feeling like out of it, stop and take a second to breathe. You can go outside and take your mask off for a minute. I know that I have one of the Costco employees I work with did actually faint because of the CO2 rebreathing effects in the mask while exerting herself. So be careful. That's one reason we're not requiring it because we worry about people's health.
We're also all out of shape right now.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be honest. I'm pretty sure that, you guys watch the videos for fun, but some of you said when you came to pick up your gear that you just are eating candy and watching our videos.
It sounds great, personally. So, so that's one of like I said, it's up to you. I leave it to the individual. If you're not comfortable working, if you wear a mask and you're not comfortable working with someone who isn't wearing a mask, come talk to me about it. I'll try to pair you up with someone who is wearing a mask, or I can work with you.
Oh, one other thing. We're about the door, the front, the sliding door, and the fan.
Oh, good. Just a second about that.
Okay, I just had that thought.
I wanted to finish the thought about masks. So, I think it's important that everyone operates at their comfort level with the mask. So, like I said, it is not required that you guys wear them. Neither by us or the state or anything like that. So that's kind of like the word on masks. That's why we didn't address it in our statement.
Because legally, it's a little temperatures legally we can take because that's the rule. But in the guidelines, there were no guidelines about masks.
Right, we can't require. Well, we could as a business, but.
Yeah, but I also understand that they are really uncomfortable to work out in.
Yeah. I as a stalker at Costco, just moving freight for any amount of time with a mask on is it's daunting. So, like I said, you guys, if you have any questions about that, concerns about that, let me know. You can do it here or outside of the live chat. So the door and the fan. So, part of the thing that they're looking for is air circulation. One nice thing is that we have the big bay door and our blower fan. So we're getting a lot of airflow coming through in one direction, which is what you want. So I hope that makes people feel good. I know it's going to make me feel better about, people coming in here.
Well, luckily this happened around summer, so we can have the door open and not winter.
Well, hopefully in the winter, things will get better and we'll be into phase 3 or 4 where the restrictions are gone.
Pretty much it's just 3, and at 3 there's it's whatever.
Well, yeah.
You can be at 50% capacity.
Right. Actually, it's a good time since no one's asking anything right now. In phase 3, we can operate at 50% capacity, which means
normal classes.
Right, which means our normal class sizes for us. So, our capacity as a building is, 200 according to the fire department. So I don't think we've ever had 100 people in here outside of an event, and that was pretty crowded. So that said, we'll probably I'll try to keep the class sizes limited. I think to enough where we can all be spaced out on the mat, where we're not falling all over each other. Even so, but that's with we've had 20 people in here and it hasn't been too bad. Plus our new cage.
That's more mat space.
Yeah, we have more mat space.
We also are talking about adding another row onto the mats that we already have. We're still working on that.
A relatively small expansion, but I think a worthy one that will actually add a good amount of functional space, because the border zone to where you're off the mat is going to be a lot larger, and I think that's often kind of the limiting factor. You want to roll more away from the edge, right? You don't want to roll or spar around the edge of the mat. So
measuring the distance between people is really easy on this because one mat is 6 feet.
Yeah, the longest side of a mat is 6 feet, so that's the appropriate social distance. Or 2 mats if you're the narrow end, right? So it makes it pretty easy. Although it's not, they're meters. The mats are 1 by 2 meters. Yeah, I know.
Metric system.
Metric system ruins everything. Actually, it's way better. But let's not worry about that.
We can ask for if they want questions.
Yeah, we were, yeah. But yeah, so I'll open it up. Any questions about anything we talked about, or
ideas,
just in general? If you have technique questions, if you have like, hey, tell me about
how you doing?
Yeah, you want to just chat, or I can tell you about my intermittent fasting thing we've been working on, which I think has been interesting. So, gonna leave it out.
Are people typing?
Someone is.